Hello everyone, and welcome to our exclusive webinar and on Veeam data protection and delivery as a service brought you by Brisk Technovision Limited. Uh, we are thrilled to have you here with us today as we explore the latest advancement in data protection and how these solutions can help secure your organization's data with confidence. So start off today, I will be introducing the Brisk portfolio and sharing insight on how we bring best-in-class IT solutions to our clients. Following me, we have Sanjay Pal from Reddington team. Will dive into the details of Veeam's solutions, highlighting the power of flexibility of Veeam's data protection technology. In today's session, we'll focus on some key topics, which includes future data protection trends, the difference between backup as a service and disaster recovery as a services, and also we'll discuss how Brisk Technovision leverages Veeam. We'll give you the insight into how we use Veeam's technologies to provide our clients with robust modern data protection. And lastly, benefit of Veeam backup, for M365. So how Veeams ensure your M365 data in securing your data from the M365 backup solution. So we are excited for this opportunity to share valuable knowledge and solution with you. So now, without further ado, let me share my screen and just for like in a couple of minutes, I will introduce Brisk just to give you the highlight. Okay, just let me share my screen here once. 1 minute. Uh, just Sanjay, just let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, no.
Okay, just change it, the setup. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
Perfect, perfect. So let me turn off my camera here once because I think I'm facing some network issue. Okay, perfect. So here I'll just take you the Brisk portfolio. So Brisk Technovision Limited, with we have like almost like 20 plus years of vast experience in IT infrastructure management. Have tied up with leading OEMs, offer a comprehensive vendor neutral solutions to meet customers' exacting needs. And we are based in Mumbai. Our headquarters serves as a center of our operations, strategically located to facilitate efficient management and coordination. However, our reach extends far beyond the city's limit, encompassing a nationwide presence that ensures accessibility and support to clients across the length and breadth of India. So, so we stand as a beacon of reliability and the expertise in the evolving landscape of information technology services dedicated to driving forward the digital transformation journey of our client while continually pushing the boundaries of our own growth and success. Uh, and our mission and vision is democratize the access to cutting edge IT solutions and services. And the vision is always been straightforward, becoming an IT service company renowned for reliable and effective services. And since we have a good skill, we have our own in-house technical team across all the platform, and they are capable to do all the implementations and providing the solutions, creating the architecture overview. And since I've already discussed that we have a nationwide presence across all the platform. Uh, Now, moving ahead, since we have a good, when I talk about the IT infra, we have a sales management and support. So we have a strong, technical support and the technical team who serves the backend support for server storage, workstations, and security. We also provide the firewall endpoint, backend support. And when we talk about the AMC and facilitating management services, uh, like that is there is a we provide a comprehensive annual maintenance at the AMC and the FMS solutions to ensure the uninterrupted performance and maintenance of IT infrastructure, and the turnkey solutions for the design, implementations, and management of end-to-end IT infrastructure and networking setup tailored to meet the specific requirements of business across the globe. So, with our expertise and commitment to excellence, we empowers organization to optimize their IT infrastructure, enhance productivity, and achieve their business objective effectively and efficiently. We also provide the support and the licensing from the Microsoft, Google, IBM, AWS, Oracle, Adobe, and there are a few other softwares as well, which we also do it in-house. And we also provide the implementation support and the services, the managed services for uh, from the HCI, we have a Nutanix and VMware, and for the VDI, we have ACOPS, Citrix, SD-WAN, FAT5, Fortinet, uh, and Linux services as well, Active Directory, backup, and DR services as well. And we also provide the data center services, uh, we give the dedicated services backend support. uh, Also, recently we have started our own knock and sock in-house team, so we have capable of doing that as well, along with VAPT solutions. So about the cybersecurity solutions, as I've told you that this is the strong area where we are working right now. Since we have already started our SOC services in-house. We have a hands-on experience on the DLP solutions. We have a hands-on experience with IAM and PAM solutions, and we also provide the VAPT assessment services as well to our customers. And these are the few of the the existing customers, and where they have trusted and they are with us for a very long time as of now. And since we are giving the services as a managed services and providing the FMS, and as we are existing renewal partner for majorly all the sectors, be it healthcare or pharma, like you know banking domains, or maybe from the infrastructures and manufacturing units as well. And lastly, these are our existing partners, OEMs, Nutanix, Dell, IBM, HP. So these are the entire overview and the highlight of Brisk, what exactly we do as a partner with major OEMs. So without wasting much of the time, uh, this was the last slide. So I'll just quickly hand over to Sanjay, so who will be taking from here and will explain you about the entire, about Veeam data protection and M365 backup solution. Sanjay, over to you.
Hey, hi, thank you so much, Rajesh sir. So, hi, all of you, very good morning. And thank you so much, Rajesh sir. You gave me the opportunity to discuss about the solutions. And today, that is, I think, a great, timing for to discuss about this data protection part. So, so today the major part is that I think so. Lots of users they are facing issues, the challenges of any disaster is happened. So what is the next point of we have? So how we can save our data from the ransomware attack, and if any ransomware attack is happen or anything is happen, how we can secure our data, how we can protect our data. If any disaster is happen, how we can recover my data. So today I know I'm just giving you the part of the solution for that. So today we have a solution called Veeam backup solution. So Veeam is a software-based solution basically. So I just giving you the basic knowledge about this. What is that? So so here Beam Backup is a software where we are easily, we are going to deploy any particular, Windows platform and their console. And as per standard, we can, also we can define the full and incremental backup. We can take the backup of about any infrastructure workload like laptop desktops, or if you have a Windows servers, Linux servers, or in that having some databases like SQL, Oracle, Postgres, or we can also HANA databases if we have. So yes, you can take the backup of it. So these kinds of all the workloads are supported with that our this solution, Beam backup solution. So according this, I will share starting my things on that. Okay. Now just I'm sharing my screen. So hope you are visible to that. So Rajesh sir, please confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes, Sanjay, it is.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, so yeah, today we is on top. If you see in the market, if you see in the Gartner, what we can say about the graph. So Veeam is on top. So why Veeam is on top? Because nowadays Veeam is providing the solution in one licenses. So whatever features today I'm just discussing with you, so these are on in one licenses. All the features are in one console. You don't need to so for the different tasks or different support, you don't need to buy the another license for it. So today, if you see in the business continuity is the harder than to be the protection is very important thing with that. And today, what is the requirement of today? Each and every customer is so they are have a multiple kinds of environment. Some customers have on premises. Some users have a multiple like hybrid kinds of environment. They have some on premises. They also have some multiple cloud is there. So they are moving the data from on premises to the cloud. So what is the reason of it? What is the reason behind it? Why they are going on cloud? To secure the data. If any disaster is happen on premises, so they have one copy on cloud, so they can easily directly restore from there. And now, if you think the yes, hybrid threats, now the in whole world, at least if you see the 90%, 80 to 90% customer they're facing the cyber attacks. And after attacking of cyber attacks, how we can protect our data, that is the main concern here. And last one is time consuming for manual process. If I say you that if you don't have a backup solution, and if I'm say if your laptop is getting down and your operating system is getting corrupted, so you don't have a chance to recover the data. First things. Second thing, if you want to restore your machine on the production, so first you have to install the operating systems. Blah blah blah. You have to perform the multiple activities. It will take lots of time to restore the data. So that is a manual process is very long time to protect your data. Sorry. If you see in the world, 85% of company have experienced at least once in a time ransom attack they face actually the past year. And 67% of backup they are used to cloud services to secure the data, and they also recover the data after attacking some person. How they are protecting the data because of that buying the any data protection solutions. And the last was 20% of company who they update their recovery plans more frequently than once in a year. So that company, if is updating their recovery plan, if their everything is good in concern, so at the time of if any disaster is happened, so they have a chance to recover the data. So that is majorly in whole world, customer they are facing the that complexity, the impact in the IT infrastructures. Now, Veeam is actually today they have the product that is a Veeam data platform. That Veeam have that solution. Veeam data platform is focusing on your keeping your businesses running. So how we are supporting your businesses should be on running on protection mode. So the first thing data security, and second is data recovery, and last one is data freedom. So here Veeam is giving you these three basic and very nice solutions, so they can use of it and we can protect your environment. So what is that 3 point is first in the data security. If you have like for example, if you have a data is on premises and you want to protect your data, so first thing you have to take the backup and make their different copies of data. Why we are different making the different copies of data? If anything is happen on a primary location, so you have a different copies of data, you can recover the data from there. And then your second one, you can store the data directly object storage. What is that object storage? It's a cloud storage. So if any disaster is happening on premises storage, so you have a one copy on cloud, so you can directly recover the data from there. Secure access, after taking the backup, your particular storage should be on a immutable environment. It should be in a format of WOM, write once, read many. So no one can read the data, or can delete the data, or can access the data. So only through the Veeam backup software, I mean through Veeam console, so user can access the data, they can recover the data. So that is data security they are following on that. And last one is Azure immutability. If you have a workload on the Azure, so yes, we have a inbuilt features of with the cloud, that is a Veeam Azure immutability. Like same example of that AWS also, we are supporting for that. So we have an API for all the cloud storage that is on cloud. So you can simply as add their storage as a what we can say repository in our console, and you can easily take the backup of it. Now for the data recovery, so yes, we have a faster way to recover from the cyber attack proof of data. Also, we have enterprise grade management that through use of that management, you can easily way to recover data and faster way to recover the data. So yes, we have a reliable low RPO and disaster recovery as a services. We are applying and supporting these particular services. Last one is data freedom. In the data freedom means if you have a multiple kinds of environment, like is on premises, if you have some critical application servers on cloud, so you are expecting that I want to keep my data backup in one console. So yes, you can do that. And if you want to keep your data backup from one cloud to the another cloud, you can also do that in one console. And second is the cloud recovery organizations. After taking the backup, we are supporting a virtualization environment. So you can make it as not only for data protection, also we are providing for a disaster recovery solutions here. So if you are planning for a DC to DR application, if you want to perform that, yes, you can do that. And the last one is a multi-cloud visibility. If you have a multi-cloud kinds of infrastructures, so yes, in one console, you can also maintain that kinds of things. Now, I'm just coming on my main point. So Veeam have the name is in market that is called Veeam Data Platform. In the Veeam Data Platform, if we see that we have a proven recovery associations for the virtualization environment. If you have a VMware, Nutanix, or Red Hat OpenShift or Hyper-V, so you can perform the recovery association by using of that. So you can perform your DC to DR application, failover plan, feedback plan. These are all things you can do that. Or we are suggesting each and every customer, so make your different copies of data. So 3210 rules, main what we can say backbone of that to protect the data. So if you're following this, you have a saving your data from the any kinds of attack. Proactive monitoring analysis inbuilt in this my solution. Secure backup and faster recovery. Secure backup means or whatever backup you're storing on a storage. So we are supporting using immutability infrastructures here. So basically your data is going to be logged in your storage. No one can access and no one delete the data. And for a faster recovery and faster backup, so we have an API for all kinds of databases applications and a virtualization platform and physical one. So based on that APIs, we are supporting the faster way to take the backup and to recover the data. So as you can see in the below of the point, we have a multiple kinds of workload. If you have a on-premises virtual machine, physical machine, you can take the backup of it. If you have a machines on the cloud, simply one console, you can also protect. These are all kinds of machines for that. So if you have applications like if you have application on cloud like in AWS, Azure services as a services like RDS, EFS, or if you have a database SQL or Oracle does it as a or a database services in your cloud. So yes, you can also protect it. And now for SaaS solution. So later on, I will explain you about the Office 365. What is main important to protect our M365 data and how we can secure our data. Now, so today I just discuss about the 2 points. First is your infrastructure backup, and second is Microsoft 365. How we can protect these your two workloads with the using of our solution. So we have a two solution: Beam Data Platform and Beam Backup for 365 and Cloud One. So first is the Beam Data Platform. In the Beam Data Platform, as you can see in the front of my screen, so is single platform you can protect your cloud workloads, virtual clouds, and physical one. So if I'm saying cloud, virtual, and physical means in a virtual platform, if you have a VMware, Hyper-V, Nutanix AHV, or Red Hat OpenShift, or Proxmox. So these are all we are virtualization platform we are supported. Okay, we don't have to install any agent on it. It's a agentless backup because we have an API. With the help of the API, we can easily we are going to create the snapshot for your this virtual machine, and based on the snapshot, we are taking the backup of it, and we can compress your data backup and add in the 256 AES encryption. Then we are going to storing the data on our storage locations. So that is we have a idea to take the backup and store in the internal storage location. And that is the process of the backup solution. But we can have backup in the data. And yes, after restoration, at the time of restoration, for the virtual machine, we have an instance recovery. By using of this instance recovery, within a 15 minutes, you can recover the data safely on original location or another location also. Or you can also export your data in the format of virtualization platform. So this is called a snapshot level of backup and storage. Okay. So we are not only image level of restoration. Also we have option that is called granular level of restoration. So what is the granular level of restoration? Let's say example, if you're taking the backup of virtual machine as a snapshot, but you don't need to recover the whole machine. So you can also recover the single file and folder restoration and single database restoration also. So we have a application aware and file and guest processing kinds of option. With the help of that, we will give you the option so you can recover the single database and single file and folder restoration. But you can perform on same backup policy. You don't need to, create any another policy for that. So that is for virtualization. Now also we have one another solution that is called DC to DR application. Means in same console, in same license, you can also perform the DC to DR application. Means if you have some critical application virtual machine in Mumbai location, if you are really want to replicate on a DR location that is in Hyderabad or go Bangalore, so you can also do that without paying any another cost. So simply we have option, we have a called as application job. You can create the application job and we can replicate your virtual machine from DC to DR. And you can also perform the failover to failure path. We have a orchestration kinds of operation in the license we have. So with based on that, you can also perform that kinds of things. Inbuilt in my console, monitoring analysis is there. And for a physical machine, we are supporting for a Mac, Windows, Linux, Oracle, AX. So you just simply install the agent for the physical machine. You can take the image level backup. You can also perform the bare metal restoration also. Here is the same thing. We have supporting for a granular level restoration also. And the last one is a cloud one. So for the cloud virtual machine, if you have a virtual machine on cloud like in Azure or any AWS or GCP. So you just simply install the agent on, you can take the backup through my this backup and replication console, and you can take the backup and store the data on a storage location. So if you can see in my below, we are supporting for all kinds of hardware. Asian market, HP, Nutanix, Lenovo, IBM, Cisco, each and everything are supported. So we have a universal storage APIs. Based the use of that APIs, because simply you can protect your data with the help of the any deduplication appliances. So if you're using any deduplication appliances, so deduplication appliances, if they have inbuilt features of to lock your data. So my Veeam solution is supporting to these are all deduplication appliances. Those are helping you the nice data locking, and after taking the backup is the lock your data as on storage location. No one can access the data, no one can delete the data. And if I'm talking about the object storage, so yes, we are supporting for all the S3 compatible kinds of storage are supported. It may be on blob storage, or if you are you need to secure on S3, or if you are using Google storage. So yes, you can do that. So as I said, for the restoration part, we have a virtualization one instance recovery option we have. So by using of this instance recovery, you can within a 15 minutes you can recover your data. We can recover for physical to virtualization P2V also you can perform within a some small minimum form we can recover data. Second is secure backup. After taking the backup, so your data is going to lock on your storage. No can access the data, no can delete the data. Only through my console you can access your data. Multi-cloud mobility. So whenever you want to move your cloud, so yes, you can take the backup and you can store anywhere. Inbuilt in my console, real-time monitoring is there. If you're creating the backup policy for protecting your data backup after restoration, if anything is happened or at the time of backup job is getting failed, why it is getting failed, and you will get the clearer pictures on that. Or you will get the reasons why it is getting failed, and you will get the real type of monitoring. So it is monitoring your the virtual machines, IES such a host or any virtual kinds of platform. They can monitor and give you the data protections report and give you the monitoring report. Hey, something your virtual machine is getting high utilization, your CPU memorization. So that kinds of report also get in my real monitoring concerns. Second one is suspicious activity alerts. So if any threat is happening on a network at the time of backup policy, or if you get any what we can say threat alert is happening, so you will get the clear picture. We have a threat detection report is VV11. So you will get you can also perform the customization report on that V1. So these are also part of my this particular solution. Last one is automatic remediation. So let's example, if any backup policy is getting down or getting failed, so why it is getting failed, it will give you the very very what we can say very simple manner of error picture. So user can easily understand why my backup job is getting failed. So you will just go ahead and they can take the action on that, right action on that, and they can protect the data. Automatic testing. If something is happen and the authentication issue is happen, anything is as automatic testing is happen, it give you the reports. Automatic documentation will give you the reports and give you the what we can say history of that your backup jobs. One click recovery, just right click and perform the instance recovery and perform the file and folder recovery, and just click on the right click and perform the database. So we can kinds of one click recovery we have. And if I'm talking about the orchestration, so as I said, we have a Veeam backup solution, Veeam backup the server. This basically we are supported for the Windows server, which is requirement, and also we have a proxy server. That proxy server is getting after taking the backup, he just protecting the data, compressing the data. After deduplication, the data is going to store on a repository server. Repository means your storage server. Okay, you can use your storage server as a NAS or any object storage or any tape. Okay, after taking the backup, you can store the data everywhere. At the time of restoration, you can recover data from there and recover by using our instance recovery, you can recover a virtual machine. So every time, anytime. So here, not only for the restoration, as I said, we are supporting for the replication. Let's example, this is a DC and this is a DR. So we have a replication job option is there. We can create that replication job and schedule it on that particular schedule. Your DC to DR, replication is going to be happen from DC to DR. So that is going to be happen on a particular schedule on time. Also, you can perform the failover and failback plan also. We also have an enterprise plugin. If you have Oracle, SAP, HANA, or Arman kinds of thing, if you have a Solaris kinds of server, so we have an agent for that. You just simply install the agent on it. By using of this plugin, you can simply perform the single database, backup kinds of things. If you don't want to take the backup of the whole machines, so by using of this plugin, you can simply specify databases if you want. So yes, you can do that backup of that. And the same thing, we have agent for a physical server or laptop desktop or Linux server or any kinds of things. So we have agent. So by using of this agent, simply you can take the backup of a Windows Linux and Mac. So here, after taking the backup, at the time of backup, whatever data is going to back in the storage. So we have a Shore backup and data labs. So using of that, in data labs, your data is going to check that in that we have a Yara rule. With the help of that Yara rule, is going to check your every backup process. If any malicious thing has happened, he's just going to perform, give the alert and notification on that. And at the time of restoration, if you're restoring the data on another location, he's just going to scan your particular environment. If anything is happened, so it will give the alert and notification. Your data is not going to restore on that particular location. And Shore backup. So Shore backup is just like a one kind of a DR option is there. We are going to creating a virtual lab. So what we can say, like example, if you have a production environment, if you have two hosts, in the two hosts you have created a 15 of virtual machine. Out of 15, if you have a 5 critical virtual machine that you want to protect on another location, isolated one location, so you can create our Shore backup jobs. So in the Shore backup jobs, and we are creating there, we need one host. There we are keeping as a virtual lab. So we are creating the lab over there, and your 5 virtual critical machine we are going to replicate on that particular location. Okay, with the help of that, if your anything is happened with your this critical application on DC, so you can with the help of the Shore backup, your that particular particular lab from virtual lab, you can recover your virtual machine, you can restore on directly on DC locations. So that is for a small what we can say DR you can also create on that, and we can utilize this. If I'm saying about the destination of the Veeam backup for AWS and Azure, so if you have a workload kinds of RVS, EFS, so we are going to use this console Veeam backup AWS. If you have Azure services, like if you have SQL, Oracle kinds of databases, if you want to take the backup of, you can also do that. Yes. So now we are suggesting if you are really want to protect your data, so please follow this rule. So Veeam is supporting this rule 32110 rule. What is that? 3 means basically we are suggesting each and every customer, please create your storage area, whatever data you backed up on a storage, make there 3 copies of data. Why? What is the reason behind it? If your primary copy getting down and any attack has happened, so you have a second copy. In worst condition, your second also be getting down. So if you have a one location offsite, you can directly recover data from there. So 3 means 1 copy is on premises, that is on disk. Secondly, you can store on a tape or any other cloud locations. Okay, that is 1. So if anything has happened, so you can recover the data from one location. Also, we are suggesting here, please +1 is just like an air gap consumability. What is that? Nowadays, if you go ahead in the market, lots of deduplication appliances coming here. In deduplication appliances, they have inbuilt immutability features is there. Okay, so once your data is backed up down, that particular deduplication appliances is just isolated from your networks. Okay, it's not going to offload, just like a tape library. Okay, so if anything is happening on a network, so your that 321 is getting down because the ransomware that it may be chance it will attack your all the particular storage, but your one that is your offsite location that isn't safe because it is already isolated from your network. So once your backup job is schedule is coming on that particular schedule, this particular offsite, offline, what we can say, offsite location kinds of storage is going to be activated. And after storing the data, once your backup job is completed, this is going to be disconnected from your networks. So here that your particular this storage isn't just like a air gap and immutable kinds of things. So you have a safe and isolated storage. So if anything is happening on with the help of these three, so you have one location, you can recover data from there. So if you are following this rule, so you are not face any challenges at the time of restoration of data. Now, if I'm saying about the licensing part, so in Veeam data platform, we have a license kind of 1:1. Okay, 1:1 for physical, 1:1 for the cloud, enterprise 1:1, and for a laptop desktop, in one instance you can take the backup of 3 laptop desktop backup. And for a NAS, if you have a QNAP, if you have a Synology kinds of things, so in one instance license, you can easily take the backup of 500 GB of data. So simply as a good thing we have that is the endpoint. If you have a laptop desktop backup requirement is, so here in the one instance license, you can take the 3 laptop desktop backup. And except of this, we have if you have a virtual machine, physical machine, cloud virtual machine, enterprise physical virtual machines, these are one means one instance license is required for a, you can take the backup of any one machine. So we have multiple database packages is there. So we have a foundation, advanced and premium licenses there. These are all licenses come with a 10 instance pack. In 10 instance, you can take the backup of at least 10 machine of that backup of 5. And if you have a 5 virtual machine, any 5 desktop, if you have a small kinds of environment is there. So yes, we also have a Veeam Data Essential. Okay, that is very cheaper prices you have. So you can utilize it and you can protect the data. In foundation, advanced and premium, these are licenses come with a 10 instance pack. In one pack, you can take the backup of any 10 virtual machine, any 10 physical machine, any 10 enterprise applications. But if you want to take the backup of any laptop desktop, so it 1:3 means in one in pack, you can take the backup of at least 30 laptop desktop of what we can say 30 laptop desktop of your physical machines. Now in the coming part
So
of the
Sanjay,
backup,
Sanjay,
yeah,
just 1 minute. So we have couple of questions here. If you go to the chat box, you will get to know. Uh, can you please answer those questions before moving ahead with M365 backup?
sure. Okay. Chat. If I go in chat. Okay. If we back up a whole machine, wait. Join the screen now. Okay.
First question is from Mr. Ashish Yadav. What steps you have as a cloud provider taking to reduce their carbon footprint?
Okay. So if you are, what steps you have as a cloud? What step you have a cloud providers taking a reduce their carbon footprint? And how does you as a service provider carbon footprint align with the customers and help their sustainability on goals? So if you are saying about the cloud providers, so we are first of things we are supporting each and every cloud platform here. So if you have any kinds of data want to take the backup on cloud, so here we are supporting each and every cloud like AWS or what we can say Google Cloud or we can say Azure. Okay, wherever you are compatible for it, you can use it like you can store data over there. And yes, for immutable kinds of security we are in a supporting for a cloud. And yes, they have a inline deduplication option is there. With the help of that inline deduplication, whatever data you want to protect on a particular on a what we can say cloud storage is just going to be protection mode and after compressing, so after compression, your data is in a compression mode. It is going to store on your storage location. That is, we have a cloud storage providers kinds of, reducing your, what we can say, effort on the to storing the data. Also, we have a API. If you're talking about the API, so yes, we have a API. With the help of API, we are supporting as a cloud native kinds of, all the workloads. We have a cloud native feature also we have. So with the help of that, faster way you can take the backup and restore it also. And then second question is coming from, okay, Rajender. So,
No, there is another question. How you ensure the API security on top of cloud native workload? Hello, Sanjay.
yes, yes, yes. Sorry for that. I just so yeah. If you what is the next question is?
How you ensure the API security on top of cloud native workload?
Okay, how if you are talking about the insurity, so yes, so for if you're talking about the API, so as I said in my slide, we have all cloud native APIs with the help of that API, we are supporting whatever security concern, whatever security features in an on cloud level of layer like security. If you say security like immutability, or if you have any inbuilt encryption point of view in the cloud level, like what we can say. Uh, in the cloud, I'm having the lots of security option is there at the time of blocking of the data. So we are supporting all kinds of these oral encryption. So because in cloud having the lots of encryption, key encryption is there, and KMS encryption is there. So these are all encryption are supported with the help of that APIs, and immutability also be supported. And also after before storing the data, our data is going to be in the format of 256 bit of encryption. After this, then also supporting your that encryption of cloud, and also in the compression also is happen. So with the help of that, that API level of security, we have to store in the data on a particular storage locations.
Okay, thank you. And next question, related to the same. If we back up whole machine along with the OS, does it provide automatic report that the particular machine's failover has been tested till the login screen appears?
Yes, absolutely. But I'm telling you that in Veeam backup software, we are supported for what we can say, supported for a failover and failback plan. As you're saying, you saying that for the virtual machine, which is supported. So if you want to take the backup for a physical machine, so we have option that is called our bare metal restoration. We can perform that. But yes, if you're talking about the virtual machine, so we have after at the time with the help of instance recovery, with the help of failover plan, uh, failover plan job. With the help of that, whenever you're restoring data from DR to DC, it will going to restore the virtual machine on a DC location as you require, like OS mode, login screen, each and everything is going to be restored.
Okay. And the last question is offline air gap means LAN free backup storage.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. What is that means? Offline air gap means, as I said, in offline mode. Let's example, we have one deduplication appliances that is called Dell data domain. In data domain storage, the availability option is there. I just enable it and I just connected to that data domain. I just connect it with my this particular Veeam solution. So if I configure that as a offline air gap, as a immutable storage in my Veeam solution, so I just creating we have a backup copy job. With the help of that backup copy job, once your backup, we have scheduled it at 11 p.m. on night. Okay. On that enable, once your backup going to store on your that air gap kinds of storage, when it is completed, he just disconnecting, automatic disconnecting from our console, and is just storing data on a lock-in data on a particular storage. So in between that, we have a component that is called Beam proxy. That Beam proxy is, maintaining these particular kinds of, activity. So whatever data backup is happening from our Beam backup replication console to passing the data through your storage, we are calling as a repository. So for offline gear gap storage, we are as a repository. So whatever data is storing on a locking the mode of this backup storage is just in the format of air gap. Air gap means is isolated from your network after your say backup job is completed. So that is we have a kinds of things. And like yes, after if once your data backup is happened, so it's just free from your network. So that is LAN free backup storage. You can utilize and you can store data.
Okay, thank you. So you can continue with the next topic for
Okay,
M365.
thank you so much. Host masking is good.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So first of all, if you are starting this maybe backup for 365, the most of the customer perception is why should I
Sanjay, we are not able to hear you. Hello, Sanjay.
Sanjay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Sorry for that.
Your screen is not
Um,
visible.
Now is visible.
No, not
Now
yet.
is visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. I think so. In my hand, something is happening. Yeah. So the customer perception is Microsoft is taking care of my data. So if I'm saying data means if you're using a Microsoft 365, in Microsoft 365 you have application, mails, OneDrive, SharePoint, and these kinds of things. Okay. So, but it's totally wrong. If you go ahead on Google, if you go ahead and check that, so here Microsoft is only protecting whatever data flowing is happening on your applications. So, let's example, if you have deleted some data from your hand by mistakenly, and if you deleted some data on OneDrive, so you don't have a restoration option is there. Now, many of the customer they are saying, I have a license E3 or E5 kinds of licenses. That is a different thing, but you have only 90 days to keep your data backed up on a particular storage. But if I'm saying, if you want to keep your data storage, mail data, cloud data, OneDrive data storage on a longer period, like 5 years and 10 years of maintaining the retention. So you don't have option on that particular locations. So that's why, here we are suggesting you please take the backup of the data for Author 65 like emails, Teams, OneDrive. After putting the data is going to secure mode, going to store on any location if you want. You can keep data on on-premise and on cloud also. At the time of restoration, so yes, we have a granular restoration kinds of option. So let's example, if you have a user kind Sanjay, and if you're taking the backup of that user, at the time of restoration, you can not only restoration or email, also you can recover their single file and folder of attachment kinds of file in your email. And if you're deleted any by mistake deleted some data on OneDrive, you can also recover search the data from OneDrive. If you deleted some calendars kinds of things on Teams, you can also do that. And the SharePoint, if you created some SharePoint kinds of shares files and groups, so you can also recover for that particular things. So we have a whole control data from our Office 365. If you're not using this backup solution, so you don't have a these kinds of features to protect the control on the data on the particular things. So if you see in that, what we are protecting for your being back for O365. So we are protecting here Exchange Online, SharePoint, OneDrive Business, and Teams. So with the help of this console, we have a Beam Backup and 365 software is there. We need actually is one machine. In that one machine is a Windows-based machine. We are simply going to install that particular console. With the help of that console, you can protect all the application. After taking the backup, you can store the data anywhere. You can store the data on premises and cloud also. So here you can store the data on cloud itself, like AWS, S3 compatible is there, Microsoft Blob Storage is there, or any on-premises disk is there, any on-premises object storage is there. These all should be on a S3 bucket. S3 compatible is there, so you can use it and you can store the data over there. So after taking the backup with the help of that console, you can take the backup through the backup policies. Okay, we have a in backup policy once a time we are know its full backup is happened and multiple times and every time is going to be incremental is going to be happening. After taking the backup, if you want to maintain the secondary copy of that data, whatever data is storing on a primary location, you can also keep the secondary copy on data on another location. Let's example, if your this particular data storage is getting down, so you can have another copy. You can directly recover from that location. So that backup copy, you can say you can maintain the different copies of data. If I'm talking about the restoration, so we have a multiple explorer is there. So basically, we are so we are saying in the market the Veeam is very easy to use. Why it is very easy to use? Because with the help of that explorer, if you don't have experience on the Veeam the software, with the help of that explorer, you can recover the data in a very best way and very simpler way. So how it is? If you go ahead for a restoration now, so we have an explorer like we have a Veeam explorer for Exchange. That Exchange is used for you can recover the mail. Okay, any attachments or any subject kind of thing, you can search it and you can restore the data. So that Veeam Explorer will show you the exact console of your application, just like a main. And the same thing, we also have a Explorer kinds of a SharePoint. We have Explorer for a OneDrive. We also have Explorer for Teams. So these are the Explorer will give you the exact console of your applications. So it is very easy to use to convert to to recover the data. And at the time of restoration, you can not only restore the one data, you can restore the data on original location, on different location. You can recover you can export in the format of message file of your mail. If you can also make as a PST of that. So these are all restoration option we have. Or you can also send the directly at the time of restoration. You can restore the data for Sanjay mail data. You can restore and you can restore or send it to another person also. So you can also do that. Also, if you have a boss, if their managing director is there and they are saying, I don't want to show the data to my colleague or my any colleague or any IT persons. So you can also give him option that is called self-restoration option is there. So in that self-restoration option is basically it's an operator. You can add their email ID. You can add their email ID as a role-based access in our console, and you can give him the particular web access. With the help of that web access, they can take the backup. They can is reached at the time of restoration. Just copy and paste on that particular link on their web browser, and they can view it. What data back already backed up in their storage, okay, and they can simply see it and they can recover data for itself. They don't want to interference to any backup administrator. Don't want to interface to anyone. So your managing director, with the help of this Beam Explorer, they can recover data by itself. They don't want to help to get anyone. So that is we have a on-premises solution. Software-based solution is a user-based licensing. So for this Veeam Backup 365, I really need actually one machine. We need one storage to install this particular software on that particular machine and create the backup policy and store the data on a storage location. At the time of storing the data on a storage location, same thing we are supporting here. AES-256-based encryption and algorithm is cryptographic is here to use and encrypting your data and storing on a storage locations. Now, if you're looking, I don't have any console machine. I don't have any storage. Okay, both the things should be provided from the vendor. So yes, Veeam also have that solution that is called Beam Data Cloud. So Veeam is now invented this particular solution last 2 years, okay, before 2 years. So you can utilize this Veeam Data Cloud for 365. Here, Veeam is give you everything. Veeam give you the console, based console. It will give you the what we can say licenses. It will give you the going to secure your console. It will going to secure your data. It also secure your storage. If anything is happen, so Veeam is responsible for that, and Veeam will give the each and every data from their console. And if I'm talking about the data size, so yes, let's example, if you have any kinds of data for a mail or OneDrive, no worry about that. Here, unlimited, data storage is there in our Beam Data Cloud. And if I'm talking about the what we can say, if I'm talking about the licensing part, same thing. Beam Data Cloud again, it is a user-based licenses. So it is a user-based license. If you have a 50 users, only you have to buy the 50 users only license. That's it. And your console, your storage. If you are saying, I want to please to keep my data backed up on that particular regions and that particular tenant, so each and everything is taken care by vMonte. You don't need to do anything. So we have a cloud-based solution that is called, Beam Data Cloud. Now I'm just giving you some summarization. Why need you 365? So yes, if any accidental deletion is happened, if any want to perform longer retention to perform, so that's we needed for that. What does a Microsoft recommend? Microsoft is saying this: please protect your data. Only we are protecting whatever data is coming from your domain and storing on application. Through that, only we are in a securing of that. But once your data is going to stored on your particular mail on the domain, so that security you should be taking care of it. So that is called share resources security. Responsibility is there. Customer choice for the 360 protection, Veeam Data Cloud for the 360 that I explained to you that. Why do you need the backup software? So as I said, the multiple reason is there. Why should I buy this particular solution? Access deletion, retention policy, confusion gaps, internal threads. Any thread is happen or any malicious is happen. Once you open the spam mail, everything is gone. So you don't have an option to recover the data. So if you're taking the backup of the data, so you have a copy, you can recover the data from there. External recovery, legal compliance requirement, managing the hybrid deployment and migration, teams data structure. That's any accidentally is happening. So yes, you lost your data. And Microsoft is not giving you the authority for these or all kinds of activities. And if anything is gone, so I'm going to use that cyber security attack, proficiency, 40-degree compliances. So primary reason for the protecting data for this. These are the reasons. Why should I, keep my data protection? Attacker proficiency, compliances, better restoration, internal cyber attacks or any malicious user is opening some mails and all things, action and deletion, action the retention kinds of things. And this is the thing. And yes, see this. What is a Microsoft responsibility and what is our responsibility? The Microsoft responsibility is primary responsibility. Microsoft giving the global infrastructure, uptime your applications to access the resources. And the supporting the technology they are using, we give you the Microsoft data replication. This should we are go ahead and redundancy. Recycle bin, whatever data you have deleted, that is in recycle bin for a shorter period of time. After that, it does not have a no point in time recovery. Security is give you the only infrastructure level of security. It is a physical, logical, and app level security. That's it. After that, you have a responsibility to secure the data. Regularity, role as a data processor. These are all responsibility for the Microsoft. What is your responsibility? Your Microsoft data. Once your data is storing on particular your domain or storage, so you have to anything is happen like access, controlling the data, listening Microsoft. These are all your responsibilities there. Support technology, Microsoft 365 data backup should be important. You have to copy your data for a different location. If anything is happening on a primary location, you have a secondary data you can recover from there. Full data retention, you have to follow that. Data level of, what we can say, internal assignation, deletion, malices, employee retaliations, evidence tampering, external ransomware attack. These are of any activities happen, so you don't have a data on your hand. So if you're using my Beam solution, you can protect and you have a full cut of your data. So these are the same thing. Without backup with 365 data backup, you have a limited access control. If we don't have our own data control, if you're using a B backup software, you have a total control of your data on your data. Security vulnerabilities, we have a 256 AES encryption. Also, we are secure your data from any kinds of malicious things or other things. So your data is going to be logged in a storage. If anything is happen, so you have a one copy on your storage, you can recover the data from there. You can also maintain the longer period of retention. If you have any things, you have any data losses happen, you can directly recover data from there. So here the recommendation. See this. BackupAsAService is saying if you go and Google and say it, it's saying you control your data. So that we have one picture shot is there. You can find it on cloud. See this. If you build in the Microsoft infrastructure application prevention downtime, recycle bin provided. These are all happening with the Microsoft. But if you go with the Veeam, so you have a data backup, anything happen, data losses, meet any recovery scenario, security your data, and some issue resolved in the big field. So these are all, we will get the in our Veeam console. So that is, we have a big data cloud for that. So we are, providing the trusted industry leading and modern sector industry, everything is included. Each and everything we are protecting our console. So if you're buying our software, so we are ISO 27 is supported. Data held in dedication storage account and region. So if you are decided I want to keep my data storage on that particular region, so we are going to sign your as a what we can say agreement is going to be signed on that particular point, and your data is going to reside and store on that particular region only. And if I'm talking about the tenant, so Microsoft 365 the backup is at the time of creating the tenant, only one tenant is going to create it on one licensing only. He will not be using a multiple tenant in one location. And at the time of security, so as I said, 256 encryption is data transit is going to take in the backup and rest also. Security externally verify third-party pen testing will also be happen. Microsoft single sign-on and multi-factor authentication also be available in our console. You can secure your console also. And yes, support doesn't have access for your data. Whatever data is going to store on our Veeam cloud, also Veeam support team doesn't have access to your data. Is through your access, he only can access the data. He only give the support only. Okay, without your interruption, they don't have access to stream data. At the time of giving the support remote connection, only they can view your console. They can view your data. So that kind of security designed by the Veeam Data Cloud. If I'm talking about the key features, so here we have some key features. Initially, some client billing. What after taking about how much billing is there, you will get that. Clear exact strategy, ground level base, RBAC. Also, you have a multiple employees is there. If you want to give him some smaller kinds of accessibility, you can also perform that. You can also give it to him. Simple automatic licenses is there. Okay, if you have buy the 50 licenses and out of 50 licenses, some 10 licenses are free. So automatically, Veeam is give you that prompt. Your 10 users is inactive, so you can make it as a free license. You can also do that. Easy to find the data using the advanced e-discovery. It will give you the nice, e-discovery give you the nice searching option. You can utilize and you can search your data, what the data you need to restore. Okay, and dynamically begin. Next example, if your license is free, so it's only going to cost you only that particular whatever user you're taking the backup. data security, registration. Already, we have actually that solution, Beam Data Cloud, is acquired by the Cyrus. So you are directly, using the backend security as Cyrus protections, and they have an inbuilt data protection region to region wise and a global wise. So they have a security on that. So that is for our side. So here today we are discussing about Veeam data platform and to protecting with the Office 365 two solution on premises software based solution also we have. Also I discussed about the Veeam data cloud. So both the solution are the user based licenses. Okay, for Office 365 you can utilize the software if you have a server console and storage. If you don't have a server and storage console, so yes, we also have a database kinds of things. So yes, you can backup as a service. We will give you that. We will give the server and console everything. Only you have to maintain your console and do the transaction, and you can perform the data backup. That's it. So that is from our side. So if anyone have any
Thank you.
questions, you can ask.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation uh, for everyone, if you have any questions or any doubts, you can reach out to us. I have already posted my number and my email ID on the chat box. So if you have any requirements, such requirements related to the backup or M365 solutions, you can reach out to me. We are more than happy to provide you a complete demo, and we can provide you the POC as well in your live environment. Okay. So yeah, so without wasting much of your time, I think we have already extended 10 minutes here, so I won't waste much of your time. So again, one more time, thank you for all of you joining our exclusive webinar. And we hope, you found this today's session very insightful and gained valuable knowledge about the latest trends in data protection. So, on behalf of Brisk Technovisions and our partners, we are grateful for your time and interest. So, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And if you have any questions or to learn more about how we can, strengthen your data strategy, you can reach out to me. Okay. So, thank you very much, and look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rajesh sir. Thank you so much, all of you, for fantastic, good day.
Sure.